That was Joe.
Oh.
Hi. Cool. What's up?
I need to hang this hairbrush. You know where it is?
Okay, look.
Yeah.
Insert airbrush.
Oh, look at this one up there. Well, let's. Oh, you can't see.
Thank you.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I caught my first fish. Like
Yeah.
ever.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Hey.
That's small.
Hey, let me turn the lights on, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna shut this, guys.
Whatever.
We bought
Do you know how to turn the lights on in here?
We are talking about it. Hi.
Sorry. Alright, hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Long day.
Just so you know, I am on vacation, so I don't want to be here for like 800 years, but I have a feeling that since Terry's not going to be here, we might be okay.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
So,
That is perfectly fine with me.
sounds like a plan. I was looking up some stuff about like mandated birth controls, and one of the first laws that we brought into, action was in Virginia, and I was thinking I could do like a few slides on that. Did you know? I was looking at it. Did you know that we actually started the whole idea of eugenics before Hitler did? Isn't that terrible?
Are you serious?
Huh?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like we gave Hitler the idea for it.
No, I did not know that at all.
I had a heart attack when I read that. I was like, really?
No. Oh, also, too, I got some bad news. I didn't get any information from Terry, like what she was supposed to forward to me, so I don't have no information for her today because she didn't forward anything to me. But I did come up. I jot down some notes. I got some more articles that I read. And
Okay.
some information. So this is what I came up for my synopsis, and I really didn't do like a whole argument, but I put down some like good points. So my conflict was mandated contraception, and then the factors I put down was mental health, substance abuse, and I said both factors are common themes in child welfare. Because a lot of the articles that I got, a lot of stuff linked back to like child welfare and that whole So both of it. So basically, it says both factors are common themes in child welfare: mental health, depression, and substance abuse, drugs, and alcohol. Nearly 3.1 million children were reported to Children Protective Services for abuse and neglect, with substance abuse playing a huge part. Mental health is also associated with substance abuse.
So are you guys going, for it or against it? Because I'm getting confused.
I'm going for why there needs to be mandated contraception, and you guys are going against it.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah, so and it's really funny though, because when I do my research, it's like a lot of the information I found, I was just like, I should have been on the opposing side. It's going to be honest with you, from the research that I found, it's going to be really hard for me and Terry to like really argue with mandated contraception, because it's already mandated. However, just making like another law that women who have mental health and drug and alcohol issues, make it more mandated for them, just so we can stop the whole reproduction system and they can get the services they needed. So that's going to be the biggest argument, because I found an article on, hold on, I found an article on state laws mandating or regulating mental health benefits. So there's stuff out there for people with mental health issues. So it's just more so arguing why we believe that it should really be mandated and uh, women really be held accountable, especially when they have substance issues as well. So
Right.
that's going to be our biggest argument because contraception is mandated. However, we need to make it like specifically as to why it should be mandated for people with mental health and those substance abuse issues.
Yeah. I was also thinking, you know how we came with we were talking about the common process.
Yeah, the common ground.
The common grounds. We could also, I was thinking, I'm totally blanking out. It's been a long day.
No, I get it.
The talking papers. We could always use that type of concept as another one.
That was
if
really
we wanted
good.
to.
That was really good because I know when I put like what the interventions would be in like that common ground, like the positive programs such as the project prevention program, and then like I noticed too like the barrier to a lot of these issues that women face is the fact that they're opposed to the treatment.
That's some soda, Daddy.
And then like the stigma that's placed on the whole situation. And I also found, like, I wanted to tie it in some kind of way because I was noticing that, hold up, let me write down my notes. There's a connection between, the effects on children with parents with substance abuse and mental health issues. Like, a lot of the kids experience, like, significant issues to the point where it affects them later on in life. Like, how some people that come from families that have mental health issues, 9 times out of 10, if that child comes from a mother that has some kind of mental health diagnosis, most
It's
likely
100% hereditary. Absolutely.
that's exactly what I was going to say. It's hereditary. It's something in the genetics. So I did a lot of research this weekend because I'm like, this is a really good topic. I think after finding my research, it's going to be a lot easier for you guys to, argue why it shouldn't be really mandated for mental health and abuse women, but substance abuse women. Our biggest problem, I think we're going to hurdle into for me and Terry is really like making our case as to why it should really be specific for women with mental health and substance abuse.
Hey guys.
Hey Jessica.
Yes.
How are y'all?
Good.
Well, I'm always the last person on the call.
That's fine. I usually know since we got to meet at 8, I try to get myself prepared around 7:50 and log the computer on. So whenever I see a message, I just like hop right on in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
I just didn't want to be a slacker and like not have it all ready, so I figured.
And that's what I like to do. I like to just be prepared and be settled. So I'm not saying, wait a minute, hold on, let me go do this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all hang on. Let me go get my notebook.
Okay. So what else did I have to report back to you guys? And I also think too it would be great if me and Terry linked the connection with children and youth services and how does that affect children and care, because that seems to be the basis around a lot of the issues I know for children and youth services. It's all those parents that have those mental health and substance abuse issues. And then also providing some statistics for our argument.
I feel like ours, like the way ours is kind of going to almost need to get set up is kind of show from past stuff, like how awful mandating things like that could be. Do you agree, Jessica? Like,
yeah. Did y'all
really,
see my
history thing? Yeah, I did. And I kind of built on some of that stuff with, I had talked about the Nazi Germany and stuff like that, and like, how euthanasia, the thought process is like if you have one doctor, to do it, how far is too far, with the sense of, if one doctor just, gets paid doing it, it's just, I feel like it's way too easy to, get paid to do that kind of stuff and, go under the table and things of that nature, so.
Right. So as far as like the role plays, how are we supposed to like record that separately amongst me and Terry, then you guys, and then incorporate it in the PowerPoint? Like, how does that work?
I don't know.
I was looking at it. I think what we could do is if we all 4 get on, like we normally do, and we'll be like, okay, we're gonna start the broadcast, and we'll all be on offline it'll be like all together, but I have to push like start broadcast and stop broadcast. So it'll be like, okay, Jessica and Michelle are going to do the Commons Grounds process or whatever, and we'll have the notes, like we'll send it to each other. I just think that this would make it easier. We'll send it to each other, figure out what the talking points are going to be, so it's almost like, it's already set up.
Right.
And then, like you two will do your argument, like Common Grounds argument, figure it out, and then come to a conclusion or whatever.
Gotcha.
And then push stop broadcast, and then we'll regroup, and then do the next one. We'll start the broadcast, do the next one, and then stop it. And I can, chop it up into pieces, and we can then import it into the
Gotcha.
PowerPoint.
So are we going to do it scripted, like kind of have a script to look at so that we're not going off all over the place?
I feel like we probably should.
I need a script. I can't go off the top of my head.
I know.
just afraid
I'll
that-
just be sitting there like last time.
I have to be prepared because I'm going to be all over the place if I just go in here without a script. I have to be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm afraid things might go into a total other tangent if we just let Terry just go.
Yes, it will. So
We'll be out in like South Korea at some point. If we
yeah. So as far as like the PowerPoint, should we break it down where everybody does a certain thing in the PowerPoint? Like, how do you guys want to work this out too? Because that's going to be the other thing as far as like the PowerPoint.
Okay, let me pull it up exactly like what.
Because we're getting close to the end. I can't believe the 7 weeks is like right around the corner.
And it's due on Thursday, not on Sunday, right?
So it's due next Thursday?
Not next Thursday, the Thursday after.
Oh, okay. Whew, I was really getting nervous because I know our paper is due. Ugh, there's a lot going on. These last 2 weeks are going to kill me.
Ridiculous.
These last 2 weeks are going to kill me, and next week I go on call, so it's going to be a long week for me next week.
Do both of you guys start your next class on the 29th?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Role play using each of the two chosen interventions. Role play discussion, but video. One individual in the group should upload the PowerPoint. It's due on Thursday. Okay. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Okay.
2 interventions. I mean, that's just on conflict resolution. So it's general, like, is it saying that it's general information about conflict resolution? Because if it is just general information on conflict resolution, then we probably shouldn't be researching, to a serious extent on the history of eugenics.
Right.
Let me...
That's a good question. I haven't thought about that. I'm going to pull it up, too, and read it.
Yeah. Great presentation. Yeah, I'm just looking at it going, oh, wait.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Let me go grab my iPad. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was a candle. It looked like a candle.
Okay, so really, it's not really about the actual conflict. It's actually about the 2 methods that we choose.
Okay.
It really, it doesn't really, I don't think, matter as much on what the conflict is.
Got you. As long as we use the 2 interventions.
So we need to absolutely nail down the other intervention, because if we are doing common ground, that's fine, but we need to absolutely nail down the other method, and then set, like, who's going to do which slides.
Got you.
Really, the only background information that we need on our topic is what we're actually going to use in the script.
Right. The basis
Yeah,
of the argument.
exactly.
Okay.
What our conflict is.
Right.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Recognize. So, do you know what? Jessica, you asked this at the total, I think at the beginning, either you did or my next door neighbor did. I don't remember which one. Um, what does, if you look at the rubric for the final presentation, sorry, it's been a long week. Do you know what in the parentheses are? Like CB, 16
It
CB?
was you and I that talked about that, but no, I have
Okay.
no idea.
Hmm. Okay. Communication style. Recognize the value and relevance of difference. Okay, so just a definition of the conflict. So maybe if we do like 2 slides that explain, a few slides, like 2 slides saying, what the conflict is or whatever, and then one for for and one against, and then we'll put it in.
Gotcha.
I would say that would probably work pretty well.
Can we all like do a certain part of the PowerPoint and then combine it all together? Like, is that a thing we can do? Is that doable?
I don't see why not. Because you can embed them into each other, especially if we do. I think the big thing. Let me pull up PowerPoint. If we pick a general like Times New Roman, we keep them all white. Until we decide what colors or whatever we want to do,
Right.
so that we don't have to reformat them each. Like if we just pick the white PowerPoint presentation
Mm-hmm.
and put them in Times New Roman and just kind of set them up like that, and then if we put them together, I could even get it so you guys could like see my screen and I can go through them and we can say which one we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause I can like, screen share and then we could change the style or the font or whatever. I don't want us to all have 15 different fonts and then one of us have to go through and change them so that they look like they're all together.
Yeah, because I'm not good with PowerPoints. I will say that's the only thing I'm not good with, but I'll do the best I can.
Okay, so yeah, just pick white Times New Roman, and then let me pull one up, like size 14 or something.
All right.
Does that sound good? And then we'll set it to whatever we need to do.
Gotcha.
Let me see what the general size. Whoa, probably not 14. 14 would be ridiculous. Let me see. 14 might be really small. Probably like 24, generally.
All right. Small groups, all right. All right, so that should be more than if we do. Okay. She says this thing has to be 30 to 45 minutes long.
That's what's so ridiculous about it.
Because I think if we could use 10 minutes each for the role play, that's 20 minutes right there. And then, like we said, we use the 2 slides in the beginning to, just discuss some information on our conflict. And then discuss, the 2 interventions we're going to use. That should equal out to 30 minutes.
Probably pretty close, yeah. And Jessica, what you wrote too. What?
Do we know yet how we're actually supposed to like present it?
We're just supposed to put it online, like in a group discussion, and then people can look at them and watch them.
So
Weird.
we also like talk people through the PowerPoint.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. I think we just present. I think we're just presenting it as if we were, talking to people to present our PowerPoint.
I don't know how we present it though. Like, how does that work?
Like, I think we just when we started, we do it. I guess I don't know. I have no idea. I was trying to make up something. I have no
I liked your attempt. It was good.
I was trying to make up something, but I really don't.
Present a complex scenario to the class via a video presentation they might face. They'll analyze their reasons. I really think that.
You know what? I'm also my girlfriend took this class in the winter semester. I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of her group's PowerPoint to see what that looked like. Like
That would be good.
how did they present it? Let me see. Because I would love to know how they presented it. Let's see. Is this it? I think this might be a paper.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. How do you not read off the PowerPoint if the PowerPoint is the project?
Right.
Right, and it says it has to be 30 to 45 minutes. So, I mean, depending on how fast someone reads.
Right. I'm going to try to go as slow as I can.
But how are we supposed to... Okay, so it says you use a PowerPoint to present the information, and then you have to do a role play, you know, our two role plays, and then record a video of the role play and a discussion. So the discussion...
So I have something in here in my email that I had sent to myself that my friend had sent on their PowerPoint. It's not the actual PowerPoint, but it's like bullets, and it shows what the first PowerPoint focused on, what the second PowerPoint focused on, and then their role play is more so written out. I'm gonna forward it to you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it almost looks like there needs to be 3. Like there needs to be the 2 role plays and then the discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think what they did theirs on was maybe gangs or gang members. Yeah, I'm going to forward this to you guys right now. But this is not like an actual video, but this is basically what their conflict was on and then what their PowerPoint focused around. Let's see.
Yeah, I feel lost. I feel dumb that I don't understand.
I know. I'm wondering how you combine, because you know, like a PowerPoint is used to do a discussion with just like points to hit on.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But
like,
how are we supposed to like use that as our presentation? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, if it is, that's
Right.
fine. But like, how are we putting it online? Like, is there a specific time we need to do it? Like,
when you screen share, could you, for instance, have... Hold on, I'm trying to find you. There you are. Okay, can you have like the PowerPoint on half the screen and then us on the other half of the screen, and then like record that?
I don't know.
That's a good idea. Ooh.
And then just...
Good idea, though.
Now you're making things crazy. I'm just kidding. Let's see.
Used to do the actual presentation. We upload as the presentation
Yeah.
a link to the video.
Are you there?
I think it's something in the signal.
Is she losing? Are we losing Jessica?
I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna try to screen share with you guys and see what happens.
Okay.
It might go crazy. We'll try.
That's nothing that we're not familiar with. We've been having this issue.
I know.
Then I was going to say also too, if we were to create the PowerPoint.
Let's try it.
All right, let's see.
Whoa. Wait, did it work?
Oh, okay. Wait, I see me and you. Okay, I do see something.
It went crazy, but
I do see like the whole PowerPoint thing.
okay.
Okay, wait a minute. I lost the power. Okay, I see. Okay, I see that, but like our faces got a little bit. I don't know. Got a little bit smaller, maybe.
Like if I would click over here, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I can see you typing.
Okay.
Okay, I can see you typing.
Does yours look crazy though on your side? Like
it does. It's like I could still see you at the bottom. I can't see your face. I could still see Jessica at the bottom, and I could still see my face. And then on one half of the screen, I can see the PowerPoint. On the other half of the screen, it's like I could see your whole desktop, and it's just
Yeah.
like I could see the video on this other side. So on my right hand side, I could see the video and the PowerPoint. And on the left hand side, I see the PowerPoint.
That's weird. It's weird that you.
Hi.
Hey, Jessica. So does the screen look weird to you?
Yeah, so it's like PowerPoint on the left side and then a bunch of jumbled up stuff on the right side.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I see us twice.
Yes. Yes. I see us down at the bottom on our big screen and then in all that jumbled stuff on the right hand side.
I know, because if I pull it this way, it goes nuts.
Right. And if you pull
So that's an inception.
there you go. Now if you pull it that way, we can see both the PowerPoint
What about?
and the mumbo jumbo.
Okay, hold on. What about this?
Oh, that's even better because I can see. The only thing is we can't see your face, but I can still see Jessica and my face at the bottom of the screen. So I think that's
You see the entire
PowerPoint. Yes.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
We can see the entire
Okay.
PowerPoint.
And if we write, you know, on the notes, whatever, let me see if I can do it. Whoa. What did I do?
The cat ran away.
I don't know what I was doing. I was like, the cat did something. I'm just trying to see if we, you know, add notes or whatever at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
You know, we're broadcasting right now, so if,
Yes.
you know, if we would add notes or something along those lines, or if we just had notes with us, which would coincide, then we could read off of them, and then, can you guys see it, like, on this, in this format?
I see it perfectly right now.
Okay, so if we could do it that way, and we would all have notes coincide, like, we would have the slides and what, you know, people would say, like, Tashelle reads slide 1 and talks about slide 1, and then there's all of her points. And then when I see that you're done with your points, then I can change it to the next slide.
And then the next person picks it up.
Right. That's their part.
So basically what we need to do, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so what we'll need to do is we'll have to have the whole presentation done, like all the slides done.
Right.
And then
Pull
we'll
it up and
do
record it.
each of the broadcasts, and then I'll clip them and put them in the slides. And then I'll do like our final broadcast, and when we do our final broadcast, we'll present the slides
Right.
like I just had them.
And then
Oh, that's so confusing.
It's
Read off
stupid
of.
how confusing this is. But if we do that, then like the video should play.
yeah, because it's still recording now while we're doing this. So I
Yeah.
think it still work.
Let's see.
So
I don't
we'll
have-
make the entire PowerPoint and then present it. And then at the end, after we present it, we'll put in the link to the presentation itself. Is that right?
I guess so.
Your guess is just about as good as mine.
That sounds great.
So I think once we're done, we just like copy and paste the link and just post it
I
there.
think we're gonna have to. Okay, I'm gonna unscreen share. Okay, stop screen sharing. Maybe.
That was pretty cool.
At least we got it.
You're very good with this whole like technology computer thing, so I give you kudos.
goodness.
Because you're very good with this. Had you not been our group, I think we would have been a little bit lost.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I just keep clicking on things until it works.
You're very good at this.
And if we do that as the video, yeah, let's see. Let me go into this Google Hangouts and see. Yeah, I'm sure that we could. Events. Yeah, I'm sure that I could then just click, like, add the, what's it called? Like you said, you could just add the website,
Mhm.
like the URL, and then people could just click on it, and that would be our whole presentation. I feel like we should just go for it. I mean, really, at this point, who knows?
I'm down. Works for me.
Okay. So 10-minute discussion on common ground.
Yes.
10-minute conflict on common ground. 10-minute on what are we deciding? We needed another one, a definite.
Do you think it will be possible if we did talking papers, or you think that would?
What do you think, Jessica? Are you there, Jessica? Don't leave us, Jessica.
We lost her.
Left us. She looks very intent, like very.
I think that would be good. I don't, yeah, I think talking papers would be good.
I think they would work.
Sending papers on. All right.
Okay.
And then I guess we would talk about the conflict in our first two slides, and then I guess the next slide would be me and Terry doing our argument, since we're arguing for.
Okay. Here, what Jessica had something when she. Let me look. I'm looking at hers. She had. Did you see what she wrote for us?
No, what was she talking about? I missed that part. She said she wrote something and did
Under week 5, she wrote on the discussion board. Nope. Under week 4, she wrote on the discussion board. Where is it? You know, the one that we've been semi sort of writing on.
right.
There we go. Putting together my arguments.
All right, I'm about to pull it up right now. It's week 4, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm about to pull it up right now on my list.
And then regarding that, what I'll do is I'm gonna write down.
Can y'all hear me?
There you are. We've missed you.
We were talking, we were asking you a question, we was waiting for a response, and we both said Jessica, and then we realized you were in this
question. Like, that's the last thing I heard. Jessica, what do you think? And then all of a sudden, like, I was the only one moving on the screen, and then I didn't hear anything, and I was like, but the talking papers, I think, is going to be really difficult to do, like, video-wise.
Okay.
Don't y'all think so?
Yeah.
Because you put out the paper and blah, blah, blah.
That is true.
I think probably our best bet may be to do just the general nonviolent communication jackal giraffe thing.
Okay.
And then just have it very scripted.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, because otherwise I know one of us will just straight go into. I know I probably would.
Yeah.
I would too. I mean, it's just so normal.
Yeah. Okay. So slides. It's all based around conflict resolution. So the first thing I think the first slide needs to be, the first few slides need to be like what conflict resolution is.
Right. So the first couple slides on what conflict resolution is.
And then the next one, do you want to present, should we present like do you want to do common ground first or nonviolent communication?
It really doesn't matter to me. I think maybe nonviolent communication should work with us just because we're arguing the case, and then since you guys are against it, the common ground, I think we should do nonviolent communication first as the intervention.
Okay, nonviolent communication, we'll do that first. And then like we'll explain what nonviolent communication is, and we'll kind of go into what it is, like maybe slides 3 and 4. And then, and I'll type this up and make it a little bit better. Slide 5 will have the nonviolent communication video.
Right. And that'll be me and Terry, and we'll be doing our part as far as the argument.
Aren't we going to have to...
Yeah. Wouldn't it be like Michelle and Jessica, or Terry and Jessica, and then me and you, or me and Terry? Right?
Oh, that would be great. That way we go back and forth with each other. I think that would work. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right. Do Do you want to go nonviolent communication, or do you want to go?
I don't care.
Common ground. Don't leave.
I was about to say, oh my God, we about to lose somebody.
I was like, stop.
I
You
think
guys
in
choose
the common
which one,
ground.
I don't care.
What you say, Jessica? I think we lost her.
No.
I know.
Okay, you choose on your part, because then Terry will just do the other.
I could do nonviolent communication.
Okay, so Tashelle, and then whichever she wants to do, I'll do the other.
Okay.
And then I think right afterwards, you know how we've been doing discussions? It said like at the end, do the discussion that's, no longer than 10 minutes. Why don't we split it up into 2 that's 5 minutes each, so that we're not like mumble jumbling over each other.
So right after me and whoever does nonviolent communication, we go into like a brief discussion.
A discussion of what it is and why why it's important, blah blah blah.
Gotcha.
So we'll do maybe like 2 slides on that that'll say the discussion about it, and we'll say, okay, this is why, blah 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 blah. This is what's going on.
Got you. And then y'all can go into the whole comment. Whoever does, I keep saying y'all. Whoever does common grounds can go into common grounds, and then afterwards give a brief discussion of basically the same.
Right.
Gotcha.
Well, so we'll do like nonviolent communication discussion, and then we'll do.
Gotcha. Common ground.
Common ground video. Did we lose her? Is that her texting me? I'm here and listening. You just can't hear me. That's how I was last time.
Yeah, we lost.
She just texted me. She's like, I'm here. You're like the Who, Jessica.
Role play. Then
Here's the Who.
And then
she heard it a little bit.
I heard that.
All right. So we got to there. Oh, I really think that we also need to explain before we do that. So in the definition of conflict resolution, and then we need to introduce our conflict. Probably pretty important.
So right after we explain what conflict resolution, we'll discuss what our conflict is, give a little brief history on that, and then we'll do the nonviolent communication, give a little background on that, give our role play, and then discuss what nonviolent communication look like and why it's important.
Yes.
Okay,
so we'll do like common ground, and then we'll go discussion, then we'll go common ground, like what it is, what common ground is, and then the common ground video, and then the common ground discussion.
Right, gotcha.
Let me. Yeah. I love you. Have a good night. You okay?
Well, she's back.
Hey.
Hola.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I want to make sure I have this right before we end for the night. I want to make sure I have this right. All right.
Okay, so
when you're done typing this up, let's just go through it one more time just so I can make sure I'm on the same page. I want to make sure I'm very well prepared for this because I'm going to make sure I get my part done. Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right, so
let me just make sure I have everything on this group presentation. So we need PowerPoint, interventions, role play, the discussion, as a whole in the role placement, the identified problem, techniques used, how they're used in the role play. So that would go in those discussions for each one. Don't use reference, please don't read. This is large in the course.
So, all right.
It's just such a weird way of doing it. Like I feel like there were 1,000 other ways you could do this online and not this way.
All right, so the first two slides is going to be on conflict and what our conflict resolution and what our conflict, what our argument is going to be on our conflict resolution.
They substantially and effectively prepare for action with individuals. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And
So,
then,
like, definition of conflict resolution, and then discussion of what our conflict is, like a definition and, like, the history and kind of what's going on with it.
okay.
And then go into nonviolent communication, like what it is, why would you would use it, blah, blah, blah. Then the next one we would do our nonviolent communication video. And then the discussion after that. And then we would go into common ground, same thing with, like, you know, what it is, blah, blah, blah. Then do the common ground video, and then do the common ground discussion.
Gotcha.
And then I would say after kind of do a general, like, why these are used, why they're, you know, good in society, you know, how they would work, what type of groups they would work for, things of that nature, and then wrap it up.
Gotcha.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I have it down, pat, common ground. I tend to forget
I
things.
think we.
Oh, I heard her.
Role play, gotcha. Then we'll end it with why these things are important, why these interventions are important.
I was just looking up. I thought you were on stuff.
Good.
Where?
Huh?
When?
Just now.
Well, what's...
That's what's the gas station. He needed a can of beer for the beer batter for the fish.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I got it down. Resolution, background.
Possibly, Jessica. Possibly.
On topic. Right.
I see you now, Jessica, but that's about it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my goodness, you're back.
Okay. I was thinking, let me say this really quick before I cut out again. When it comes to, like, after we go through the common ground and the role play and discussion, then you talked about doing, like, general whys and hows and how this is relevant and everything.
Yeah.
I think we should keep those empty.
No! Wait, what?
I didn't get that last part.
In case we're running over on time. Because I feel like between the introduction and then the two role plays and the discussions, I feel like we're probably going to be pushing 40 minutes. Don't y'all think?
Okay, so what do we need to do? Cut those out?
We'll just keep them, like, go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we, like, kind of start wrapping everything, how much time we have left. And then if we need to, like, splice it in there, we can. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that doable?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid if we run over on time, she may take off some points.
I hope she doesn't. Sheesh. I'm racking my brain just to make sure we meet the time requirements. I hope she doesn't take points off. Sheesh.
Oh, I was the one. You know how you told me to email her about that Monday, the first week process notes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I emailed her and I was like, I'm just wondering why you never graded my first one. Like, I'm not understanding. She goes, well, you didn't hand it in on time. And I was like, and it was super rude the way she wrote it. So I kind of got a little rude too. And I copied and pasted what she put. And I was like, I said, this is what you had. And this is when I posted it. So I'm not understanding. And she was like, oh. Because she realized she thought it was for, like, had it for Tuesday or something. And it wasn't till Thursday.
Yeah.
And I copied and pasted what she wrote.
Because I see her little message that she put where she made a mistake and she'll be grading them.
Yeah, because I was not having it.
Or whatever. Yeah, I saw that too.
I'm glad you got that squared away without her, like, giving you a real hard time.
Well, I mean, I think there were a decent amount of people because she was like, you and a lot of other people didn't hand it in on time.
And
Like,
clearly, if a lot of people didn't hand it in, and everybody's been handing assignments in, maybe you should have looked back to make sure that, you know, your requirements were right and that they handed it in when they were supposed to.
Oh, well. Sorry, I have terrible lighting, by the way. Like, I don't know. Oh, wait. There we go. Figured that out. Took me a
My
while.
lighting.
Mine's bad too. Y'all see the tinfoil on top of my bed up there?
What?
The tinfoil?
Yes, I noticed that right here on like the post part. Yes, I noticed it.
What
It's
is
because
that
my
for?
cat likes to get up there at 3 o'clock in the morning. So
Oh,
she's scared of tinfoil. It keeps her off of the bedpost.
that's hilarious.
Oh, this is perfect. You guys did your little arguments just like I did mine. I'm looking at your argument now. Well, the stuff you put together in the post for week 4, Jessica, and that's how mine's look. I was like, I hope everybody,
But yeah.
that's how mine's look too. I just put like we touched on like important stuff and like bullets that I want to use as my argument.
Okay,
Yeah.
so why don't, Jessica, what do you want? Common ground or nonviolent communication? You choose.
I'm really good with either.
Be decisive. Because I'm terrible at being
We're
decisive.
clear with that, Jessica.
Tashelle, you said you're going to do nonviolent communication, right?
Let
I do nonviolent.
me be.
I'll do nonviolent. I think we lost her again.
Oh, well.
I'll
Yeah, we lost her again.
Let me text her. See which one she wants.
I'm going to do nonviolent. And then I'll put.
She's texting me now. Don't OL me. Oh well. She's mad. She texted me. She said, don't OL me. Well, when you go out of a coma, Jessica, maybe we'll get back into this.
Her reception sucks this week. She's the new Terry of the group. First it was Terry's reception, now it's Jessica. Jessica's the new Terry of the group. Sorry.
Well, and mine was last week, too. It was a mess.
Yes, well, thank God I got the good service.
That's true. Okay, so she texted me. She was trying to get a giraffe. She wants me to use giraffe language.
Got you.
So, so I guess she is doing, she's doing nonviolent communication with you.
Okay, perfect.
And yeah, probably because I have severe jackal language, so this is probably a good thing.
I had a good time reading your paper. It was entertaining.
Sadly, it was true though. It was bad.
No, I understand. Things happen.
Okay, so Terry and I will do common ground. So why don't we each pick our, like, obviously you're going to do nonviolent, like, write your side of what you're going to say.
Right.
Maybe by Sunday?
Oh, I'll have mine before then because I would prefer us, like, to do the whole run through of this next week so when 7 weeks rolls around, we're, like, got it down tight so if we run into any issues.
Okay, can we maybe do, like, can we maybe meet on Sunday?
I would prefer us to meet like before we meet for our group next week. That way, like even if we could start recording, then like my schedule is like basically free. I don't do nothing on the weekends. I'm a boring person. I don't do anything on the weekends. So long as it's like to be honest with you, I really don't care. I'm very, very flexible. So I would prefer if we could work on it on Sunday or even if we could on a Saturday. I'm very, very flexible. So that works for me.
We're barely going to get home. So that Saturday makes me a little nervous, but I can definitely do Sunday anytime.
That's fine. Anytime works for me on Sunday. That is perfectly fine. Because what I've been doing lately now is trying to do my process notes usually on Friday or Saturday so I don't have to stress myself out about it on Sundays.
Yeah, I wish I would have done that this week.
I have to get that thing done. I'm like, because I also did my assignment, the group discussion for Freedom Writers. I did that on Sunday because I'm like, I have to get certain things done, especially with these last few weeks rolling around in our paper, knowing that I had to do a 14-page paper that I haven't even started yet. Like, I'm stressing myself out about that. So it's just like, I don't have a problem if y'all want to meet whatever day. I don't care. We can meet Sunday. I really don't care. I just want to make sure that everything is situated with this. Because I
know. I'd rather hand it in.
Right.
I'd rather hand it in, so we can run through it maybe on Tuesday and maybe even get it already ready. So then Wednesday we have to meet again, that we kind of have
I'm
a
on
few
the same
seconds.
page. I'm on the same page, Ashley. If we could, the earlier we could get this done, the better I would feel.
I know.
The more relaxed I would feel, because I'm still stressed about this paper, because our paper is due next Sunday, correct? For our final paper.
Yeah, not this Sunday, the next Sunday.
Next Sunday, right.
Wait,
So
I'm trying to. I need to figure this out. I'm getting confused because I'm like, oh no, our stuff's next week, but it's the week after. Okay.
I'm even confused about, I mean, not confused, but I'm even stressing myself out about this paper, because that's like right around the corner.
Okay, so our paper's due on the 20th or the 21st, right?
Our paper is due on the 21st? Oh, okay, wait, that's next Sunday, right?
I think so. Is
That's
that the 6th week?
right. That's
Because
next,
we're in the 5th week, and that's on
right.
Sunday the 14th.
Right, okay.
So the 6th week is due by the
The
21st,
21st, right, okay.
and the 25th is when our presentation's due.
Okay, right, that's because that'll be the last week. Got you.
Okay, so if we on Sunday, the 14th,
Yes.
pretty much have everything ready that we can, start putting it together, and I can screen share and you guys can send it, and we'll, go back and forth and get them. I'll screen share and we'll pick themes and whatever.
That works for me.
And then that next Tuesday we'll do a run through,
Yes.
the 16th.
Yes.
And then that next weekend, if we have to, or that first Monday or Tuesday, whatever, that we can have like our extra.
Oh, yes, that works for me.
Okay, repeat all of that.
No.
Sorry.
You say the 16th, we're going to do a run through.
Okay, so can you do anything on Sunday, like this Sunday?
Yeah, I usually keep Sundays for homework, so yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, so our thought process is, like you said, you're going to do nonviolent communication. So you guys, like, you two kind of like write up your scripts of what, the plan is of what you're going to say back and forth type of thing. And then Terry and I'll email Terry quick, and we'll pick like the common ground. We'll kind of write what we need to write, and we can kind of divvy out these few slides, like who wants definition of this, who wants definition of that quick, and then we'll have it on Sunday. We'll see what we need, see what we don't need, put all of our slides sorted together, and then Tuesday we'll kind of do a run through of each of the things, see if we can broadcast them, and then put them in.
Okay.
That sound good?
Yeah,
Pick
so
a
next
time, and I'm good. Pick a time. What's good for you guys?
on Sunday?
Yeah.
The way my schedule is set up, anytime is good.
What about like 1 o'clock y'all's time? So it'd be noon my time.
That's
Okay.
fine. That's even perfect. The earlier, the better.
Just in case I'm lazy and don't finish my process notes yet until then. Then I still have a few hours.
That's perfect. So 12 o'clock Sunday we'll meet.
So 1 o'clock our time. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll log on at 12 o'clock. Like, where is everybody at? So let me write that down now. All right, so Sunday.
So what do I need to have prepared by Sunday?
Just have your argument basically on what you're going to say for our role play, and I'll have there what I'm going to say. That way we could record it or whatever we have to do. So you have your argument for the nonviolent communication role play, and I'll have mine for us to mesh in together, and we can work out the kinks and start recording it.
Okay.
Would you send me to Shell an outline of your argument, and I'll just kind of try and base my stuff around that?
Yeah. And so the outline that you sent in the group discussion, is that what you're going to use? Okay, so I can type mine up tonight and send that to you as well.
Okay, and then I'll try and mesh them together, and I'll send it to you, and then we can just kind of go back and forth a couple times before Sunday.
Okay.
And I'll do that with Terry. Who wants definition of conflict resolution slide?
I'll take it. It doesn't matter. I'll take it.
Okay. What about, I can do or do you want to do the discussion of the conflict, Jessica, and then Or no, do you want to do the non-violent, like the definition of nonviolent communication, or whatever,
Yeah.
like the kind of
Yeah.
brief info? Okay. Okay, and then I will do like the discussion of what our actual conflict is, like the brief history.
Okay.
And then Terry can do
Common
the
ground.
brief discussion of what common ground is.
Okay.
And then that'll kind of split it up pretty evenly. We'll kind of have to, like the discussion then of what it is. Are you two going to do the discussion of the nonviolent communication video, and then the two of us will do the common ground discussion?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably work.
So that we don't have to worry about kind of going back through. Okay. Well, that was not too terrible.
No, not at all. All right, that's perfect. All right. So, Jessica, I'm going to type this up now before I get too comfortable and lazy.
Okay.
I'm going to type this up now and send it to you.
I'll post in our week 5 thing.
Okay.
Good job.
And Jessica, I'll post mine in week 4 since you already put down your argument in week 4. I'll just put mine in week 4, okay?
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay, and I'll have Terry and I start posting in week 5.
Okay.
Which one should I send it to? Because she gets confused. Should I send her the Widener email, Engage, or should I send it via Google?
I would send it Engage.
Engage?
Yeah, that's probably what I would do.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's the easiest one for her? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'll send her an email here in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, well that works. Have you started your paper yet, Jessica?
Me neither.
Like our final paper?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Me neither. I probably
Have you
will.
watched the movie for this week?
Yeah, I watched it on Sunday. I did.
I downloaded it. That's all the farther I got, though.
I'm not even gonna lie. I
went
heard
to the library.
I heard about Freedom Writers before, but I never took the time to watch it. And when I watched it on Sunday, it was Saturday. I cried. That was
Really?
I heard it's really good.
I
heard
cried.
it's really good.
I'm very sensitive, so I cried throughout like different parts of the movie because it was very touching. I'm very sensitive when it comes to movies, so I cried throughout different parts of the movie.
I'm looking
I think
forward
I
to
might
watching
do
it.
it.
I heard it's really good, and I remember like when it came out, I just never saw it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is good. I was very, very pleased with the movie. I'm like, I'm going to be bored watching this, but it was actually really good, and I did cry at different parts of the movie.
I went to the library
good
and picked it up today, so I'll probably watch it tonight when I get into bed.
Yep.
You'll like it. It's a good movie. You'll like it, Jessica.
Good.
Okay, so what's our so we have 40 minutes. What I can do is I can also put like a timer on at the bottom.
Mhm.
I don't know would that be distracting?
No, I
might
think that would be good for me.
good. I
Yeah.
can just download like a widget or whatever and put it down, so when we do it, it'll kind of count down our timer. Or we can do it the other way, like so we're not like, oh my gosh, 5 seconds left. We'll do it the other way. I'll just start it, and it'll be like a watch.
Okay.
So, okay, can we talk about the fact that my dyad partner just like didn't show up last week? Like, just
Really?
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Who
I
was
didn't have
it?
one. Jennifer Sandoval. I haven't seen her post anything since week 2, so I just went and had someone at work do it with me.
Really?
Well, that's probably acceptable.
I had her last week. I'm surprised she didn't do hers because I had her last week for week 4, I think. Was it week 4? Yeah, week 4.
Oh, maybe it wasn't Jennifer Sandoval then. It was the other one. Okay, it couldn't have been her because then you had her. I didn't have her then.
Oh, yeah, duh. I just had her for week 4. So, it probably had to be the other Jennifer because I have the other Jennifer for, is it next week? Next week? No.
I'm looking. I'm going to pull it up quick.
No, I have Ashley Birdsdale this week. No, I don't have the other Jen. I have Ashley this week. I actually meeting with her tomorrow. I'm confused. It's a lot going on. I actually have her tomorrow. That sucks. I would make sure when you write your paper, you let the teacher know in your process note that
yeah, I did. I definitely did. It was Stephanie Lambert. That's who it was. No, she hasn't posted anything at all. Like nothing, no process notes, nothing. Or any papers or discussions or anything since week 2. And I texted or I emailed Ashley Birdsdale, who had her week 2, and she said she was almost impossible to get a hold of. And I emailed her on both Engage and the Widener one twice, and even was looking through discussions to find her, and there was nothing. So I just wrote on my process notes. So I tried to get in touch with my person.
It feels like she dropped a class and then she had.
Yeah, I mean, she probably did, but
that sounds like she dropped a class.
I just made a new partner. I just figured
that was a smart idea to just make up some information rather than just saying my partner didn't show, so I didn't do it.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure she's like, well, if you made it all the way to grad school, I'm pretty sure you could improvise or find doing a diet discussion.
Yeah. So I just used one of the social workers at work.
So that was a smart idea.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're good then, right?
Yes, we are good. I will see you guys on Sunday at 1 o'clock. 12 o'clock your time, Jessica.
Sounds good.
All right.
Great.
You guys
are you gonna...
here? I'll see y'all on Sunday.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Are you staying on, Jessica?
Yes.
Your partner quick?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, let me go pee real fast, okay?
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna stop the broadcast so we're not live.
Yeah, because I just said pee real fast on live.